I have done so many Brawl Stars stereotype videos or types of Brawl Stars players, whatever you want to call it, but it's been a while. So today we're going to go through a bunch of Brawl Ball stereotypes. The Ball Hog. The Ball Hog could have many different definitions, but for me, it's when somebody corners the ball anytime things start to get shaky. Even if you end up winning the interaction, they might still corner the ball. If you have a Ball Hog on your team, chances are you're going into overtime because the ball will always be in the corner. If it is not in that corner, they will make sure it goes back in that corner. In a way, you could say the Ball Hog is a good person until you end up with a tie and then you just wasted 5 minutes. The problem with the Ball Hog is that they hog it too much to the point where if you actually win an interaction, you get a team kill, you won't have enough time to get the ball from the corner of the map into the goal. So then it'll just repeat and the ball will go back in the corner. Not the worst stereotype out there. It's a safe one, but still kind of annoying sometimes. The Mortis main. We all know the Mortis main, and we all either love them or absolutely hate them. When I see a Mortis in my Brawl Ball match, I expect to lose. Most of the time, they end up doing really badly. They dash into the enemy team and die within seconds, and they continue doing that for the rest of the match. But there are certain cases where they can get a team kill and they can get a good score. How often does that happen? I don't really know, because Mortis still has the lowest win rate in the game. They always go for cool clips, and they always go for trick shots. But one thing's for sure, they're almost never consistently good. You may have one really good Mortis player, but the next one will be trash. I can't really blame them. Playing Mortis in Brawl Ball is fun, and sometimes even I do it. Can't say I'm very good at it though. The thrower. The thrower may not be what you think it is. It's not a brawler who throws things. No, it's the player literally throwing the game. Maybe the enemy scored once, or maybe you missed a goal. Whatever the reason is, even if they're just having a bad day and the match just started, the thrower will take your ball and bring it back to your goal and either just hold it there or throw it at your own goal just to be petty. And if you have a thrower on your team, what you have to make sure you do is never let them have the ball, because you know that if the thrower gets the ball, they're gonna bring it straight back to your goal and try to make you lose the match. Sometimes winning when you have a thrower on your team feels good, but then you gotta think, you just gave them free trophies, so it's kind of bittersweet. Thrower, in my opinion, is one of the worst stereotypes, but I see it more often than not in Brawl Ball, and 99% of the time, the way that they do it is they take the ball back to your goal. Beep boop bop. The AFK. This one might be the most common Brawl Ball stereotype, the AFK. In my experience, it's like every other match that I see in AFK. When the game starts, they don't move until they die, and then once they respawn, then they start playing the game. I don't know if their internet went out, if they took forever to load in, if they were just eating cereal and then they had to pick their phone back up, but they were already dead by the time they got back, if their mom was yelling at them. You can never really know what's going on the other side, but what you do know is they were AFK and they gave up control, and now you're about to lose because they died without doing a single thing. How many times do you encounter an AFK in a day? Let me know in the comment section, because I see it all the time. Whoa, it's the Trickshotter. The Trickshotter is a double-edged sword. Sometimes they can get insane trick shots that help your team a lot. Like maybe they're shooting around brawlers and they get a perfect score, or they're just generally really good at scoring the ball. But then there are the Trickshotters that miss every single time. Not only do they miss, but sometimes the Trickshotter just stands still for like 5 seconds and they miss anyways. So not only did they just waste your time, but they also just threw. Maybe you have a really open pass where you can score the ball easily, but no, the Trickshotter needs to hold that ball and they need to trick shot it to feel better about themselves. I understand, it's fun, but sometimes the trick shots I see people go for don't even seem realistic. But you know that when somebody gets a good trick shot, not only does it feel good for them, but it also feels good for you. And if they trick shot on you, then you feel like absolute garbage. Ooh, 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 the pro. The pro is that one good player who literally does everything correctly in Brawl Ball. They don't hog the ball. They're not playing Mortis. They can get every team wipe they want. They can land every trick shot. They just play Brawl Ball. They love Brawl Ball. The pro is just a reincarnation of Brawl Ball. They were born to brawl, brawl. They were born to ball. Brawl. Most of the time you might see the pro playing a brawler who can team wipe, whether that be like Tara or something like that. Anyone who can wipe the enemy team and then get a clean score, that's usually what you see the pro playing, and they usually do a pretty good job at it. Do you have a friend who is the pro, or are you the pro? Let me know in the comment section. Anyways, that's gonna do it for Brawl Ball stereotypes. I hope you enjoyed. I might end up doing this for every game mode if this video gets more than 3 views, because the last few that I uploaded on this series didn't do very well. Time will tell, okay? If you see another one, then this one obviously did pretty good. With that being said, make sure you subscribe, use